In any sum, or if it's a product, you can arbitrarily, that is, in any order you want, combine terms into groups, like here, or factors. You know that subtraction is the same as addition, just the second one, let's say here b, we add everything with negative b. So this also applies to subtraction. For example, you're a 5th grader and you're thinking, why do I need to know this then? This is done to count faster. Now I'll show you specific examples when this rule comes in handy for counting something faster. You just combine something into groups and you won't need a calculator at this moment. You won't waste a minute there. And just do it in your head. Look, for example, at the 4th exercise. The numbers are just incredible. Yes, there are thousands, in fact. If you know these rules, you can solve this example very quickly. Let's try together. Let's start with addition. 3.27 plus 1.2 plus 0.73 plus 8.8. Let's group them. I'll group some in red and some in blue, 1, 2, and 8.8. And here 0.73 and 3.27. Look, let's start with these, with the red ones. After the decimal point, we have a 2 here, and here after the decimal point, it stands. 8, 2 plus 8 is 10. Yes, that means we need to add one more to the sum of the whole numbers 1 plus 8. How much will that be? 9 plus 10, yes, that means we write 10. We had 2 decimal places, but in the end, we got one whole number. Add them up. So let's first also look at the fractional part. Yes, 2773, 27 plus 73. How much will that be? 100, 100. That means we need to add to the sum of the whole numbers. When we add 3 and 0, 1, because what we had in the fractions turned into one whole number, 3 plus 0, 3 plus 1, 4. It turned out to be 14. That is, imagine, we had as many as 4 decimals and we have one whole number. In the next sum, what can we come up with here? 3.5 and 16.5, you see. Yes, I mean, you have to look for something that can be combined. I mean, it's like a puzzle. You have one piece, another piece, yes, you have 4 pieces, and you have to put 2 of them together so they fit just right, like you're putting together a puzzle. Well, look, 5.5 is easy, yes, but it's very simple because you need a dozen in the end. Find, yes, 5 and 5 will be 10. Yes, we need 1. Then add to the sum of the whole parts. 3 plus 16. How much is 19 plus 1? 20, yes. 20 plus, and now this is 5.97. 4.397 plus 3. How much is 100? Again, we took this one and added 5 plus 4. 9 plus 1 is 10. Yes, 10. In the end, we got 30. That is, we had 4 decimal places. In the end, we got a simple integer. So now let's look for these puzzle pieces ourselves. Look, we have 7 here, 4 here, 93 here, and 96 here. All hundreds, right? 6 plus 4. Look, 100 will be exactly 100, yes. And then we have here that another 7.93 will also be 100. Everything is so simple. That is, red with red, this will be 100. We need to remember 1 in our minds, yes. 0 plus 9. How much is 9 plus 1? 10. Add, and here we have the same thing, also 100. What does this mean, plus 1 in the mind? Yes, we have to add 15 plus 14. How much is it? 29 plus 1 in the mind. 30, 40. Look, well, just wonderful. We had some incredible fractions here. Yes, decimals. In the end, we got a regular integer. One more sum of decimal fractions, and then we'll move on to multiplication. So, look, 745, we have an interesting case. What can we do with it? Here we have hundredths, here thousandths, also hundredths. Yes, because if you have hundredths and hundreds, you can add it, it's much easier. And here we also have thousandths. Well, of course, we combine it into these groups. So let's start with the hardest part. Here with the thousandths, yes, 745. How many are we missing to 1? 255. It's just like, ordered, so we have this one. Yes, so we'll have to do something. Add 1. 10 plus 9 is 19, plus 1, 20. Plus, and here we have 15 plus 8 is 5, also 100. Yes, it turns out. So 1 in mind, 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 1 in mind. 15, we get 35. That's it. Now let's move on to multiplication. Here we will need the same thing. We need to combine them somehow. Yes, that is, well, in this case, for example, here are brackets. Yes, I drew more. Just like in terms of colors, because it seems to me that it is much more interesting. And so visually, let me give you a hint right away. I have chosen these examples for you. We always have 3 multipliers here. 2 of them we will combine into a group. B and C are like 2 cats. Yes, which are similar, which are like 2 pieces of a puzzle. Then at the end, we will multiply this by a dog. Yes, by an A. Let's look everywhere for these 2 cats. In the first yes example, these 2 cats we should have to turn into a 10, for example, or into 100. Yes, that is something like this. So that then we can easily multiply the dog by. Multiplying this product by 100 or by 10 is much easier to multiply by yes, by 10 multiplied 3 by 10. How much will it be? 30, yes, multiplied 3 by 100 will be 300. Here look at 1.34. It seems to me that it smells like a dog. This means that a little strange yes fraction, we will not be able to use it so easily. Therefore, look 0.2. This is what we have, 2 yes, 2. Let's divide the numerator and the denominator by 2, 1 by 5. That is, it is a fifth part. Yes, 0.2 is the same as 1/5. A fifth, if we multiply 1/5 by 50, this is actually what we will have to divide 50 and divide by 5. This is what, the same thing is that 50 is 1/5. It is identical when we are 50/5. How much there will be 10 of us, but we found it. 2 cats, 10. First we multiply 50 by 0.2. We get 10. Then we multiply by 1 whole 334 when we have to multiply something. Yes, some decimal by 10. We just need to move the comma to the right. That is, we will no longer have it here. It will already be here. That is 13, yes. Place 1, yes, after 3, then 4, 13.1, 4, 10. In the next exercise, we are looking for 2 cats. Look, 11.5. And here is a negative number. We will have a negative, yes, negative answer. 5.05. What is 0.5? This is 1, 2. This is just half. That's, let's say, if we take 14 and shrink it by 0.5, we will have 7. Yes, so 100 for 0.5. It will be 50. We always divide it in half. 0.5 times 20, which is 10. Yes, that's here we multiplied by 10. Here we will multiply by 100. We need to move this comma, not by 1 sign. That's not by 1. Not by 1 digit, by 2, because 0, yes, 2 zeros. We transfer first here 0.8, as if there was left. And then here, it turned out to be just 8 everything. That's 8 integers. That's it. So in the following example, we look at 25 and 4.47. Well, you look, yes, that this fraction is 100. Yes, this is the decimal fraction. It is a little strange. Yes, it will be a dog and a cat. We will have here cats, 25 by 4. How much is 25 by 2? This is how much? 50, 50. Multiply again by 2. This is how much? 100, it turns out to be 1.47 for 100. You also need to be here. Carry a comma by 2 digits and a comma, 147. That's all.